So we've had Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for over 2 weeks now, and as a Dragon Ball fan, I've been listening to what other folks got to say about this game, and I gotta be honest, I gotta break down the top 5 reasons why some players do not like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Let's get right to it.
Vegeta, why? They couldn't even defend themselves! Shut up!
Okay, number 5 on our list is the episode battle, or if you want to call it the story mode cutscenes. The lack of cinematic cutscene did not do this game justice. Coming off games like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, or even playing games like Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit, if you know that game, you kind of know where I'm going with this. You can understand why some players would not like this, just like the lack of cinematic cutscenes in these games just looks like a whole slideshow PowerPoint presentation, if you want to call it like that. But to be honest, at the end of the day, I do understand why they kind of want to do it this way, because it seems like you don't want to retell the story, but you got to look at it from not only a diehard fan, but also newcomers as well. And I have to be honest, retelling the story, especially those epic moments in the series, it's needed. It's for the fans. It's ranked at the bottom of my list because as most players, we chose to focus on the gameplays itself. But I do understand why this is disappointing to most players.
You're too soft-hearted, Kakarot. It's kill or be killed.
Oh, this is something I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but unlocking your characters in this game is pretty easy, to be honest. It kind of takes away the fun, and I kind of was not sure to put this on number 4 or number 5, but I kind of realized that unlocking characters in this game, it's so easy. I got a whole video of different ways to unlock characters, but the fastest way is getting that Zenny, and I also have another video of how to get Zenny. Honestly, I'm probably one of the folks on this, and I gotta be honest, when I am playing the game and just trying to figure out how to unlock the characters, I like the fact that you get a preview of all the characters in the game in your shop or even in your player mode, but you want to understand this. I got curious every time. In my mind is like, where do I unlock this player? I mean, I've tried so much, I'm tired, let me just go ahead and buy the player. Honestly, if it's a player I really care about, I'll go ahead and buy it. Long story short, unlocking the characters for me is kind of a mixed here because it feels rewarding getting your Zenny and buying the characters, but at the same time, it kind of takes away the fun of trying to really grind and unlock the characters. And also, we know that on different levels, you get more characters in your shop. Like Fuse, Zamasu, and Goku Black, you get them when you get to level 20 in the game. So you don't even need to use Super Shenron Dragon Balls to unlock them, to be honest here. Coming at number 3 here is farming Dragon Balls. I have to be honest here, this is probably one of the most annoying part in the game. And I can understand how some players might feel about this just because if you don't get the Deluxe and Ultimate Edition and you just straight up trying to get Dragon Balls, it's gonna be a little bit different. Sure, with regular Shenron, he's pretty easy to get because you have the Whis mission straight up in the game and you can get him for the first time. And if you get the Deluxe Edition of the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, you would also get him, so you can get him twice so far. Then Super Shenron, on the other hand, if you have the Ultimate Edition, Super Shenron comes in free for you, but you can also finish the episode battle stories for Goku, Jiren, and Trunks. So that's 3 times. And for Porunga, I just forgot about him, and I can see why some players just forgot about Porunga. They didn't really care. It kind of makes sense because this is the only dragon that has only been used, I think, probably 2 or 3 occasions, and no one really cares about, to be honest. Most of the stuff that you can really get for the Dragon Balls can be bought at the shop. So I think the right term for this is not only farming Dragon Balls, but also the lack of wishes.
Don't blink, Kakarot. These will be your final moments before I crush you.
I believe he meant every single word he just said. And let's talk about the grade A Vegeta. This guy was an absolute beast, literally. I mean, you face him about 3 to 4 times in the Goku's episode battle, and the creators did not hold back when creating this guy. He was just a straight up savage. It took me about 3 to 5 times to beat this guy, and it was definitely a rage quit moment for a lot of gamers. It's not uncommon for players to lower their difficulty to just get past him, but I don't blame them. But if you manage to beat him for the first time, it's definitely a fight you remember. The best way to beat him, honestly, you gotta know his pattern. His pattern is really simple and it's always going to be repetitive for you. Once you get the pattern, make sure that you get a chance to learn how to play defense. The Z counter as well as your vanishing moves, they are gonna help you in this game. And finally, when you get to your sparking mode, just keep on giving him all those combos. With that, you're gonna beat him. But to be honest, again, I'm gonna say it, this was definitely a rage quit moment. They definitely made him like the Dragon Ball Z story in the anime.
Crush you like a grape!
You got a lot stronger. No time at all.
And at number 1 on the list is the biggest issue a lot of players face is the defense mechanic. And you know what I'm talking about? Those back shots. I get why some players might just be frustrated with this, honestly, and they really made it a little bit different in this game. Like, they probably could have made the defense a little bit easier, like when you're trying to do your super counter, etc. But let's start with the basics, right? You want to know how to play each and one of these in the training mode. When you get to the battle training and make your way to the menu side, you want to make sure you focus on these sections in your defense. So under the beginners, you want to focus on counters. On the intermediate level, you want to focus on recoveries, and on the advanced level, you want to focus on guard techniques and advanced counters. Although you got the basics here, but that doesn't really help you. So you got to go to practice mode. Practice is really going to get you far in this game, and you got to learn that experience here. So here is what I would recommend if you are struggling with defense as well as counters, etc. So what you want to do is, once you got the basics down, you want to head over to the free practice section in the game. You need to pick 3 to 5 characters that you are comfortable using in the game. I understand you can have your favorite anime characters, but to be honest, if your favorite anime character is not really doing justice for you in this game, please do not stress yourself in trying to learn how to use them. Like, I'm just being real. Pick 3 to 5 characters you are comfortable using in the game, and fight against characters on these levels. So for short characters with speed, you want to fight against Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 or Kid Goku from GT and Kid Buu. Then for the ones that are really fast with your hands, you want to fight against Hit, Jiren, Ultra Instinct Goku, and Golden Frieza. For the characters with just straight up strength alone, you want to fight against Broly, Kale, and Top. And for the ones that are literally just big, we already know who I'm going to talk about here. Onilaza, Grade A Vegeta, and Grade A Baby. And for the ones that are just all powerful all around that you just cannot miss, honestly, I think Gogeta, Ultra Instinct Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and probably Jiren would definitely get you far in this game. So like, once you know how to play against these characters, especially Jiren, because I know that Jiren probably got the fastest hands in this game when he's hitting you with those combos, but I'm going to be real, you really want to get used to them. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your defense settings are like this. You want to make sure you've maxed out all your health, but also you want to make sure that the computer is set to melee, and you want to put the difficulty on super, and just keep practicing. Like, this will really help you. You'll get far. Like, don't quit. You'll get far in the game. I'm just being real. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot more good and fun in the game than the bad, but I do understand it got some of those frustrating elements in the game, but it's still a really great game. It's my top 5 game this year, honestly. If you've played it, let me know in the comments. Did you power through the grind, or did you go full Majin Vegeta and rage quit? Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more gaming content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay powerful. I appreciate you as always. Thanks for watching, and peace.